Synchronized talking birds on motorscooters. Retrospectively, I've been dealing with the so-called phenomenon of synchronicities for at least 20 years. A synchronicity exists, for example, when you are thinking or pronouncing a certain word, and the same word appears and is said on TV or radio running at the same time. Or when you have a certain song in your head in the morning that you absolutely have to listen to because you haven't heard it for years, and then you sit in front of the TV in the evening, for example, watch a film, and boom, this song plays. When you tell these kinds of stories to people at college, they immediately tell you that it's clearly your selective perception. But then they are the same Asperger's victims who need 10 years of studies to prove to you that dogs have feelings. And if that happens to you once a year or once in your lifetime, then it happens to be selective perception, of course. But please imagine that you have something like this running all the time, constantly in your whole life. In my life, there was already a constant in these phenomena that I knew. I've often had lucid dreams that actually happened the next day or the day after. For example, I once dreamed in my mid-20s, I usually have such dreams in the early hours before waking up, that a bird would land on my arm. The dream was so lucid and real that I was amazed upon waking up. I could even feel the rush of wings as the bird settled on my arm. A few hours later, when I was on my way to my parents' house on my motor scooter, a backpack with dirty laundry on my back, since I didn't have my own washing machine at that time, I noticed something strange on the edge of an industrial area. A group of magpies were chasing a black bird that had a yellow-orange line on its head. In a panic, this bird fled under a car parked on the side of the road. I recognized immediately that was a bio, one of these speaking birds from Asia. I stopped immediately, lay down on my stomach under the car, and spoke to the bird. "Come on, I will help you, otherwise they will kill you." What else could I have done? Well, what do you think the bird did? Of course, he understood immediately what was going on, ran towards me so that I could grab him and put him in the backpack full of dirty laundry. A vet friend of mine gave me a bird cage. From now on, the bird cage with bio was in my kitchen. The bio could only say one single word: joy, joy. It was like a message from above. I cannot describe it in any other way. Feeling sorry for the bird in its small cage, I advertised on the internet and got in touch with bird lovers who owned a large aviary. As I had no asking price or intentions of selling for profit, they just gave me whatever money they had in their pockets, around $120. And they took the bird to a flying area. I filled my fridge with the money and invested in some books on magic.